Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Valerie, and this is The HargettLife. Today's video is all about cookies for Santa, and I have an amazing group of ladies collaborating with me on this. I'll have a playlist linked in my description box below, and it will be full of Christmas cookie inspiration. I can't wait to see what everyone made. And if you're coming over from the playlist, welcome. I love to cook, I love to bake, I do recipe videos, what's for dinner videos, grocery hauls, and more. So if any of that sounds like something you're interested in, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and become part of my YouTube family. I have two cookie recipes to share with y'all today. This first recipe is for peanut butter blossoms, and I'm going to top some with Hershey Kisses and some with Reese's peanut butter cups. Now let's get started. To make these cookies, you're going to need, of course, some Hershey Kisses. I'm doing a mixture. I'm going to do half Hershey Kisses and half Reese's peanut butter cups. You're going to need creamy peanut butter, vanilla extract, salt, an egg, baking soda, brown sugar, all-purpose flour, white granulated sugar, and some butter. I forgot to get my butter out this morning, so I went ahead and sliced it up. It seems to come to room temp quicker that way. So I'm going to set it to the side and start on my dry ingredients. I've got 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour here. I'm going to add in a half a teaspoon of baking soda and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to whisk this and set it to the side. In my stand mixer here, fitted with the paddle attachment, I'm going to add in 1 stick, which is half of a cup of softened butter, a half a cup of light brown sugar, and that was packed light brown sugar, and 1/4 cup of white granulated sugar. I'm just going to cream these together. I'm going to add in 1 egg and beat this for about a minute on high speed. And now I'm going to add in 3/4 cup of creamy peanut butter. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now mix this on high until well combined. Now I'm going to mix this on low and slowly add in my dry ingredients. I'm going to scrape the bowl down and mix for just a few more seconds, just to make sure I got everything. Now I'm going to cover this and let it chill in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes, and then we'll be ready to make the cookies. While the cookie dough is chilling, I'm going to go ahead and unwrap these candies. I've got them unwrapped, and this recipe makes about 24 cookies, so you'll need a total of about 24 candies. And I forgot to tell you, you'll need an additional half a cup of sugar. After we roll the cookie dough into the balls, we're going to roll them in this sugar. My oven's preheated to 350 degrees, and I have 2 of these cookie sheets lined with these silicone baking mats. Now I'm going to grab my cookie dough. My cookie dough is nice and chilled. I have a 1 tablespoon size cookie scoop. I'm going to scoop the dough, roll it into a ball, and roll it in this granulated sugar. I'm going to bake one tray at a time in a preheated 350-degree oven for about 10 minutes or until the tops start to crack. These are done, and I have my candies. Some people say to freeze them before you're ready to use them, but I just use them just like this. And I'm going to place a candy in the middle of each one. You want to do this while they're still warm, that way the candy sticks to it. And these are my favorite. Oh, these are going to be so good. The second tray is out of the oven, and both batches took exactly 10 minutes. I ended up with a total of 30 cookies. So I'm going to top these with the rest of these candies, and I've decided to use a few Hershey Hugs too. Those are one of my favorite cookies, especially the ones topped with the peanut butter cups. Now this last one is for M&M chocolate chip cookies. To get started, you'll need butter, eggs, white granulated sugar, brown sugar, all-purpose flour, vanilla extract, salt, baking soda, and I'm using some mini M&Ms and semi-sweet chocolate chips. I'm going to preheat my oven to 325. I want these cookies to be chewy, so I'm going to start by adding 1.5 sticks of butter, and that's 3/4 of a cup, to my bowl here, and I'm going to pop it in the microwave and melt that butter. My butter's melted. I'm going to set it to the side and let it cool down a bit while I mix my dry ingredients. I have 2 cups plus 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour in my bowl here. And I'm going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And I always like to sift this in just to make sure I get all the clumps out. See, that's what ends up happening. Just give this a little whisk, and now let's grab that melted and cooled butter. My butter has cooled down a little bit. Now I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar and 1 cup of packed brown sugar. And whisk it up. And I learned from America's Test Kitchen, they liked how their cookies turned out better if they whisk the butter and sugars together for 30 seconds and then let it rest for 3 minutes and then repeat that 2 more times. So that's what I've always done. And they say that that helps the sugars to dissolve and have a better result in your cookies. Now I'm going to add in 1 egg plus 1 egg yolk. And stir this up. Now I'm adding in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now I'm going to add in my dry ingredients and stir it just until combined. Do not overmix. I'm switching to a spatula. And just mix until everything comes together and there's no more dry spots. Now I'm going to fold in 1 cup of mini M&Ms and 3/4 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. This is what it looks like. They are ready to bake. But if you want a thicker cookie, then you can just refrigerate the dough for about 30 minutes before you're ready to bake. But we're going to go ahead and bake these. I'm going to use my cookie scoop and scoop this cookie dough into 3 tablespoon size portions and place them on my baking sheet that I have lined with a silicone liner. These cookies are ready to go in the oven, and I only put 5 on each tray because they do spread a little bit and we like making big cookies for Santa. So these will go into a preheated 325-degree oven for 15 to 18 minutes until the edges are golden brown and the middle is no longer shiny. These baked for 17 minutes and they turned out perfect. That one is my favorite chocolate chip cookie recipe. So let me know if you give it a try. I want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. And be sure to check out the playlist below for more cookie recipes. And one last thing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and I will see you in the next one.